Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Mark Crawford, and I am also known as the Other Parsimonious Chef. That is my blog space. What I do is I cook directly from my kitchen. What I'm going to be cooking for you today is Thai-style deep-fried sea bass. What I'm going to be making with that are grilled vegetables. I have a cornucopia of grilled vegetables here. You see a little bit of eggplant, some tomatoes, zucchini, fresh corn, red onion, red cabbage, and also a lot of hot peppers. In Thailand, they like to, because of the climate, because it's warm, you're going to find spicier foods. The spice then helps to promote sweat, which then is your body's natural way of cooling down. So, and again, I have everything in here. The zucchini, got a little bit of olive oil in here, of course the eggplant, and some red onion. I got it marinating, and I had it marinating in olive oil, tarragon, a little bit of tamari, which is gluten-free soy sauce. So what you see now is I have both of my sea bass. I got the black one, and I have the white sea bass. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grill them. I'm gonna grill one of them. I'll grill the white sea bass, and I'm gonna deep fry the black sea bass. Black sea bass is set up really nicely in the fryer. The white sea bass are grilled really nicely as well. What you're gonna do first, what you always wanna do when you're frying or grilling, is to score the fish. You can do that simply. Have a sharp knife. Serrated knives really tear through the meat, so you really want a really sharp knife. All you're gonna do is slide it, just gently go across the flesh with a little mark in it. That's it. Do both sides. And you don't have to make any crisscross or anything like that. All you need to do is just straight lines across the fish. This helps two things. It helps the fish to cook evenly, and it also helps to get those seasonings in the cavity of the fish, which is really what you want. What you're watching me do now is I'm sauteing the red cabbage that I cut earlier. I'm going to use the cabbage as more of a garnish that you can eat, so an edible garnish. What I like is the color of it. It's going to really bring out the char on the fish and give it a nice contrast. I like my cabbage to have a nice crunch to it, so I'm not going to let this wilt so much. I'm going to give this no more than about 3 to 5 minutes of cooking time, all the while making sure that I toss it frequently so the bottom doesn't overcook. You can get a pair of tongs. So what I'm doing right now, I'm making a gastrique. The peppers that you saw me cut earlier, all I've done is saute those. I've added a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of vinegar. I have added a little bit of sugar. So what I'm doing right now is I'm making a gastrique. It's just a sauce that's going to go on top of both fish, the grilled fish and the fried fish. What I've done with the peppers is taking those, you saw me cut them earlier, I had them chopped earlier. Went ahead and sauteed those, added a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of rice vinegar, a little bit of brown sugar. What I'm going to do now, I'm always a person who likes to do different things. I'm just taking this regular limonada because I want the taste, a little more citrusy taste in there since I already have it with the lemon and the lime. I'm going to go ahead and add that. Going to let it cook down a little bit. Then I'm going to add what is called a slurry. A slurry is nothing more than cornstarch and water. And this is going to create a nice little paste for you. It kind of does the same thing as a roux does. What I do is I take this with a clean hand, of course, and stir this together with my finger. What you want basically is a silky feel to this. There's no consistency that I can show you on camera, but there's just a feeling of silkiness that you get once you rub your fingers in it. You kind of rub your fingers together and see the silkiness. Go ahead and add my slurry, and that's going to thicken it. What you want to do is allow that slurry, the cornstarch, the rawness of the cornstarch, to cook out of the slurry or out of your sauce, your gastrique. From that point, to get rid of that raw taste. It's kind of unpleasant to me. So all I want to do basically, I'm going to stir this up, give it a quick taste. Wow, it's pretty good. Spot on already. I don't need to add anything else. So all I'm doing right now is I'm preparing the grill for the fish. I've already seasoned it as you saw earlier. All I'm going to do is add some salt as it's cooking. I got a little bit of the peppers in the cavity and some garlic in the cavity, the cuts that I made. And after that, all I'm going to do is let it grill and then go from there. basically what I'm doing is I got fish prepared two ways. I'm gonna grill fish, and then I have my presentation fish. We're gonna eat this as well. This is just gonna be the fried black sea bass. It's gonna go straight in the fryer like this. All you do is get in the shape of your desire, put the skewer into it in the shape that you want, make sure it's in there pretty firmly, and then go from there. What I'm gonna do is lay it straight down on the grill. What I wanna do first, however, is make sure I salt them up on the side that's gonna hit the grill first. You can salt the other side liberally after the fact. What I like to do is kind of over salt this fish. Most of that salt is gonna burn off on the grill. Not too much, but just enough. All I'm gonna do is let this roll. That's enough salt for that. As you can see, the fish is just grilling right now. I'm just gonna let it go. I'll resist the temptation of moving it around so much. All right, so all I'm gonna do now, fish is already done frying. You see the, just having that simple skewer in makes the fish hold its shape, which sets up an awesome presentation for your guests. Your friends will be wild and amazed at your culinary expertise, and all you really did was stick the skewer in or something. This is the grilled white sea bass. I got a little bit of the snow peas, corn cut in sections for easy just distribution and consumption. It's laying on a bed of the red cabbage. I've got some zucchini and then some eggplant on the other side. This is my platter or cornucopia of grilled vegetables. Again, just red onions, the zucchini again. I got the sauteed cabbage, the snow peas, the eggplant, the corn, and just fresh tomatoes. The tomatoes, I don't like cooking them or doing anything else with them. All they need is just, as they are, a little bit of salt, a little bit of olive oil, and that's good to go. What I have here is our fish. All I have is it with the chili sauce on it, the gastrique that we made earlier, the onions, and a little bit of cilantro for presentation. And then finally, I just got another platter of just vegetables that we can have at. And this is just different ways of presenting your food. Our first fish dish, this is the grilled white sea bass. I got the snow peas, the corn, zucchini, and the eggplant. It's all on a bed of the red cabbage that I had earlier with the gastrique on top of it. These are your grilled veg, not a whole lot to them. Just salt, pepper, a little bit of tarragon, a little bit of olive oil, and then just straight up grilled. The tomatoes, I didn't do anything to it all. I'm gonna add some salt and a little bit of olive oil to those. This is the pièce de résistance. This is the fried black sea bass. What I try to do is give it the little curve for the drama of it all, so it comes to life a little bit on your plate. This is something that when you bring to the table, everyone is going to wonder, oh my God, how did you do it? And it's really easy in preparation, as I showed you earlier, but it gives that wow factor to the dish that you really want. And then again, this is just another vegetable presentation. It's just showing you something different that you can do with your vegetables so it doesn't look so ordinary and the same all the time. Just little things you can do at home for your guests, for your family, for whomever, but it just brings everything back to life and kind of makes people want to come to your kitchen.